for his mind was turning alien and was now self-aware enough to be a threat to all of them. This demon knew he could easily defeat at least 4 of the demons who presumed superiority and stood before him, but to rise too quickly among the host was to call unwanted attention to oneself. He had, during his short life, seen no fewer than 6 others rise too quickly, only to be destroyed by one of the great captains, either against that day they might themselves be challenged, or to protect a favoured servant. Mightiest of these captains was Tugor, first servant of great Marg, who was now making his will known. Tugor fell to his knees, placing his forehead to the floor, and others followed his lead. The demon without a name heard a faint voice, and knew it came from the soul he had captured, and he tried to ignore it, but it always said something he knew to be important. "Observe," he heard in his mind, as if it were a faint whisper in his ear, or a thought of his own. A great rush of energies bathed the room, as the shimmering walls seemed to ripple outward, then vanish as a gate to the home realm opened. A wind filled the chamber, from air sucked through the gap between worlds, as if everything in this hall were being urged to return to its home realm. By their nature, demons instinctively felt an awareness of those far mightier than themselves, and being close to Tugor caused the nameless demon to nearly faint in terror. But the presence that emanated through the rent in the fabric of space nearly reduced him to babbling incoherence. All those present stayed on their knees, keeping foreheads to the stones, save the nameless demon still hidden behind the column. He watched as Tugor stood to face the void. From within the gap in the wall came a voice that was filled with the echoes of rage and dread. "Have you found a way?" Tugor said, "We have, most mighty. We have sent 2 of our captains through the rift to Midkemia." "What do they report?" demanded the voice from beyond, and in it the nameless demon detected a note of something besides anger and power. A hint of desperation, perhaps. "Dogku and Jakan do not report," responded Tugor. "We know nothing. We believe they are unable to hold the portal." "Then send another," ordered Marg, ruler of the 5th Circle. "I will not cross until that way is clear. You've left nothing upon this world that I may consume. Next time I open the way, I will cross, and if there is naught for me to devour, I will eat your heart, Tugor." The sound of air being sucked from the room ceased as the rift between the worlds closed. Marg's voice hung in the air as the shimmering vanished, and the wall was as it had been before. Tugor rose up and shouted in rage, venting his frustration. The others stood slowly, for now would not be a good time to draw the attention of the second most powerful among their race. Tugor had been known to snap the heads from the shoulders of those who appeared to be growing too powerful, so that no rival would appear who might contest his position. It was even rumoured that Tugor harboured his strength against the day when he might challenge Marg for supremacy among the race. Tugor turned and said, "Who goes next?" Without quite knowing why, the nameless demon rose and came forward. "I will go, Lord." Tugor's visage, a horse skull with great horns, was nearly expressionless, but what expression it was capable of reflected puzzlement. "Who are you, little fool?" "I have no name yet, master," said the nameless one. Tugor took 2 large strides, pushing aside several of his captains to stand towering over the small demon. "I have sent captains who have failed to return. Why should you succeed where they did not?"